Hey, how's it going? Living in Boulder vlog for the 4th of January 2021. Currently it's the 5th at about 12:45 in the morning. I have my lights on. I went to the gym for the second time today. That was pretty badass with my mom. I told my mom I'm not going to go unless I go with her. So hopefully that'll motivate her to do it. She can go for free because she's 79. So hopefully every day we either go on a bike ride or we go to the gym. So I think I was there like a half hour or whatever. So yeah, the amount of time that she's there and the amount of time that I'm there work out great. It's awesome because I can work out the entire time on interesting stuff because there's like not enough lines because of COVID. They have these restrictions for people in there and it's nice. No line waiting. I guess they bumped the limit from 45 to 70 today. I don't know what it normally is, but with 70, wow. When we first went in, they said it was too many. We had to come back at 6:30, but we went there at 5 to 6 or something. Maybe it was an hour. But then the lady let us go in because the app wasn't working. But yeah, I went in there and I was like weaker today or sore today. So from yesterday, like my chest and stuff. So I kind of stayed away from the chest stuff. But I did back stuff, and I think I did more leg stuff. I did 3 sets of 10 leg pressing, three plates on each side, which was a good workout for me. That made me tired. And did the back and the shoulder and some biceps and triceps. Yeah, I love the machines there. I need to start. I was telling my mom we're going to get addicted to going there. So, yeah, I got muscles that are sore. It's nice. It's about time. But, yeah, so yeah, she picked me up. We went to the bank to sign some things and then went to Burger King drive-thru. Came to her house to eat it, and then her phone was ringing, and then all of a sudden her message machine, and it's the maintenance guy here going, "Oh yeah, like the leak in your house." I'm like, "What? That's my house." Picks up the phone. I need to call him and tell him to call me, not her. Nobody called me. Or maybe it's because I don't answer their phone. I don't know. I need to see what number it is and plug it in as them. Get the number from my mom. But, yeah, I guess the neighbor was complaining about leak. The neighbor below me. So he came in and looked at my sink, but it wasn't leaking. But I showed him on the roof of my bathroom. It was like a little bit of water stain. So we figured it was coming from above between the walls down to below. So that's interesting. I should call and see what's going on with that. But what I was working on today was, and I don't know how long it's been, and for a long time, for the last 6 months, maybe a year, I don't know, a long time, I've been kind of counting, at least 6 months, yeah, counting how many weeks I work on different things. I think it started with my my deep history timeline. 8 weeks on my deep history timeline, and then it was some blah, blah, blah. But then I stopped caring. More on the long path now. I'm going to do all of 2021 just working because now I'm going to the gym, so that'll keep me fit. So I was working today on this Mountaintopia, right? It's a lot of work, so, I don't even know if I'll finish it. I'll just work until I get like, what the fuck, Oh, yeah, and actually I was thinking, or not that bored of that, but more interested in something else. And I did become interested in something else now, and it was Boulder, Rome. Because I was because on Mountaintopia, I finished Orvieto, I finished like Monte Calabro, is that what it was called? And then the other one north of it, there's little villages with all the buildings, took forever. And then was working on North Beverly's Hill, Beverly Park, whatever. And still have more work on that because I'm doing like detailed all the things in the houses. Hopefully it'll look good. But But I'm tracing off of the screen capture, and the screen capture of the trees happened to wrap over this pointy mountain that was next to it, and it looked cool. And then I had the idea, oh right, for Boulder Rome, you know what? I need to patch, like surgically patch everything like that. Before I didn't want to because I put this big giant screen capture of like trees and stuff over all of Boulder Rome, and when I looked at it, it was just didn't look good. It was just like not, you couldn't see the undulations of the hills, and it wasn't like that much better than just putting a polygon, color over it. But I can't put a polygon color over all of Boulder County because it'll completely take the undulations away. So I have to patch it, and I didn't like how it patched, but it can look realistic if I patch surgically just over the roads and buildings that exist now that I don't want, to be there. And then I can transform Boulder County into a wild, untouched wilderness on Google Earth. Yeah. Which will be cool. I'll make that as its own file just to play around with. But I'll patch it over with like screen captures of the Rocky Mountain National Forest, which is darker and denser. And and it'll be like the same resolution, and it'll look just like the trees that are real next to it. And then over that, I can build all of the ancient Roman, the 30 city-states of Latinium, which I think I'll call like Fantasylandia is Latinium. Roman conquered the 30 city-states to make the Kingdom of Rome, so that'll look really cool. But the thing is, and I think the reason that I didn't do it before was because I just thought that was too time-consuming. Because there's a lot of roads and buildings and stuff to patch over that way, just with those little patches. I think I'll do squares and circles and choose between those, but mainly circles. Yeah, like different shaped patches and sized ones too. That's what I'll do. Yeah, so that's why I didn't do it before. I figured it was too time consuming, but now I'm thinking, no, it's worth it because it'll be ready. It'll make Rome ready. And I mean, I have so much like detailed stuff to build on Boulder Rome, and it'll look really good if I do it right, that patching it over and making it look wild is worth it. So how long could I do it? I mean, thing is, Boulder County isn't really that big. I mean, it's big if you first think about it, but then if you think about it in the way that I work, and I'm patient and I can work all day focused, it's not all that unrealistic that I couldn't patch over the entire county like in a half day or a day or something, because like if you just find a road, and maybe I'll have like rectangle shaped patches. So yeah, I just do patch after patch over the road down. Then you cover the 20-mile, however distance it is, like the peak to peak highway as it goes down the road. Do that one, then just do the other ones, and then like cities, just patch over the whole city, just with these like just a bunch of squares, so you keep the resolution, and yeah, there you go, boom. And I could even use that technique to show like people clearing the land, clearing the fields for the farms and stuff. But so anyways, I think that's what I'm going to do after I burn out on all of this Mountaintopia stuff, because I'm not going to finish it the first run through. Because I think I'm going to want to have ski lifts going from all of the different basins, bowls, to the tops of their mountains around there. And then have the little villages in the bottom. Yeah, so I was actually thinking about which villages I wanted to do, because I had a bunch of locations already set ready to go, marked by one of them by a pin, but mainly, and unfortunately I deleted a bunch before I realized what they were, but remembered. But yeah, just these lines across the tops of mountains, and then showing how long they are, and they're just like flat parts of places where I want to, when I have the time, put things there, so I know how big it is. I know what size of thing to look for, because, for example, one thing that I built on it was this road that went across this really steep mountain. I can't remember what mountain, but I saw that I built like a village here, and then there was a village on the other side. So I'm like, all right, well, let's build a road between the villages, but across the mountain. So yeah, build a mountainside road, but then I thought, oh yeah, well, let's build it. And I did build some, buildings next to it, but they were only my idea. But that'd be cool too, because what I do is just do screen captures of real buildings, put real cliffside monasteries along my cliff. That's where the road is. And I think it's around the same steepness, because I kind of looked out the other day, and the steepness of, I think it was called Monte Calabro. It's in southern Italy, like right in the middle of the boot. It's this like mini volcano in this valley of mini volcanoes, where this village is built up on the side of it with this castle on the top, and it's 64.3 degrees steep that it's all built up. But I built it on a corresponding mountainside up here that was 63.5, only 9.9 tenths of a degree less steep. So it was 97% the same. So if I could get the steepness of this monastery as the same as this cliff that I built the road across, that would be cool. I love getting stuff under 95% accuracy, because that's how I'm judging. I judge that stuff on my website with lists that I make, but on my Google Earth, that's how I judge all of the different mining towns, because I'm making it magically like 30 mining towns in Boulder County. Boulder County is the same size as Kingdom of Rome, and the Kingdom of Rome has 30 city-states of Latinium. So each mining town gets to be a city-state of Latinium, and so I had to correspond, and then I would say the percentage of how similar it is in distance from Rome, and Rome or Boulder, and most of them were within 95%, so I did really well. So I'm going to trace some things, and then trace Delphi, which I already built, but I can do it really fast, just trace it again, and then all the other things. So, and then the lifts going out, that's going to take forever. So you're talking a week just to get started. So I might burn out on it. Let's turn this light back on, my healing lights, and then switch the mode. So, so I think I'll prep Boulder, Rome, and then of course I'm going to want to build the links on it before I lose all this stuff. But I've been uploading it. That's enough talking. We watched a movie with Kirsten tonight which was her idea, and it was like a morbid movie about killers. Jake Gyllenhaal, what was it called? Michael Shanahan. Can't remember. But anyways, I like watching the the action movies, but Kirsten only likes watching the drama movies, whatever. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow lifting weights again, you know. There's so many machines in there that I can always lift weights all the time. I'm in there, and as long as my mom wants to be in me, and just do a different muscle every time, you know. Never have to worry about having too many sore muscles because there's so many machines in there. Okay, enough talking. Who knows or cares where I'll be tomorrow on this? Because I'm in the long haul. I'm committed for the whole year, just working. So just work on this, whatever. Mountaintopia, it's cool. It's going to be awesome to make a little video of it and the tour of the top. But I do want to do the Atlantis and all of the canals. I was talking to Kirsten today, and she told me about how I guess as part of the relief bill, and I didn't get my money. My mom got her 600, and I think Kirsten did too, but not me. But hopefully I will soon. But is that Congress has like 6 months to disclose what they know about the aliens. And she's like, ooh, what's that going to mean? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. We should disclose in steps. And I think the first step just goes about the aliens is to just talk about Atlantis because, I found Atlantis and everything having to do with Atlantis. And it all matches up, and including the 1,800-kilometer canal. So I want to trace the whole canal. So that's another project that I want to do, but that's going to lead into finishing all that other stuff. So I got my work cut out for me. But the cool thing is I can feel, as long as I feel like I'm moving forward at a good clip, I keep happy about it. But in order to keep moving forward at a good clip, I have to work all the time. So, but luckily I have the gym right across the street. I don't have to, take that much time out of my day. Just keep fit enough to be able to just hang out here and work all the time. So, yeah. So it's working. I'm not afraid to just do all of it. And yeah, I'm getting far enough where I can just start dancing around and week here, week there, and I can feel a lot getting done. So it's exciting. It's going to start getting really fun. And I mean, if I work all through 2021 and I'm still not done, I have to work through it 2022. 2022 is going to be really like a lot more fun because I'm going to be a lot closer. Like every week, I'm going to be like, ooh, that's foo. As long as I don't get all of my Flickr deleted, that's going to suck if I get every Flickr deleted because I've done so much work on that. I don't think I can rebuild it. Because they're saying I have other people's photos on there. Because my power at 10, I did put other people's photos. So I need to take those off or replace them. I don't want to take them off. I just want to replace them, but I don't have the time for that. And I don't have the money to buy photos. So I need to wait until I have enough extra money to do that. I need to buy them piecemeal, I guess, just to fill up that and some of the other ones. But I got the warning the day after I asked permission from these people who I screen captured off YouTube for, I think it was CU, geological screen captures of, I got on YouTube of, of formations and stuff, and put on my Flickr for connections, and then I think maybe they were bitching, I don't know. Anyways, enough babbling. Yeah, who cares where I'll be tomorrow? But talk to you tomorrow. I think I'll be working all night long.